Little boom bap. Hey, and just like that, we are live here on my YouTube show. Hey guys, hey everybody. Hey everybody down here. I'm gonna transition up to here. And if you've ever come from here to here, it's like a big difference. The lighting is different, the camera, there's depth, there's all of that good stuff. So I'm just saying goodbye to my friends here on IG Live and bringing my attention up this way. I need to get all my gear together here so I can actually see what's going on. I hear. Oh no, I hope I'm not having the same situation that I did last time. Here we go. Clicked a few comments. Hey! We got it right. Hey, what's up, Sam? How you doing? Guys, I'm gonna say goodbye down here. Come on over here. Let's have some fun. Alright guys, give me a second as I transition my camera out of the way. And then I get things rolling for our show today. We got a lot of fun things ahead. It's gonna actually look a little formatted to more of trying to keep it more professional over here. Sometimes I look over here because my screen's over there, but yeah, we're trying to get things exceptionally nice here on the Dual Exchange. Let me bring my mic a little bit closer so y'all can hear me. Everybody can hear me okay? You guys can hear me okay? Everybody's good? Everybody's wonderful? Everybody's lovely? Good. And like I said over on my IG, I'm all about vibes. And I want to make sure that as we go into, I'm the gatekeeper of your Friday. Like, after this, you got the weekend. So I gotta make sure that I send you guys into the weekend right, feeling good, feeling blessed, and all of the above. Hopefully you guys have had an opportunity to see the episode this past week. We premiered it last night. I'm having fun with these premieres. Also enjoying watermelon Red Bull. But yeah, let's get these vibes going a little bit more. Let's turn it up a little bit. Let's allow everybody to come into the room. Welcome to another Friday, another opportunity for us to give thanks for getting over a crazy week. Hey! And as you guys come in and have a seat and your attention draws this way, enjoy the subtle vibes here at the Dual Exchange. All right, so today we are going to, of course, we're going to go over show moments. And remember like back in the day when the show first started, I would kind of like pull up show moments and I would like fast forward and I would like, okay guys, hold on. I got to the point now where I'm chopping up and I'm making sure that we have actual scenes. So there's a little more fluidity. We're doing what's necessary here. I don't mind the microphone being in the shot. I hope you guys don't mind. But every week I'm trying to make sure there is a professional vibe that comes along with the wonderful vibe that, the aesthetic of us being family, hanging out and talking about what we talk about. All right. So we're not going to go too much more further into that. Let's get ready to start the show. But before we start the show, make sure you guys remember, this is an interactive community. We say hello. How you doing? All those good things. So make sure that you're getting in the chats. Make sure that when we get to the back end of the show, when we're showing our thanks and we're showing love, that you guys are, participating in that. All right. So I think it's time to start the show. All right. So we had a premiere yesterday. We had a good time yesterday. And I'd like to thank Traci for being a part of the show. And so today we're going to go into the show moments. Going to get to know Traci a little bit better. Going to talk about, I always like to show the cinematic scenes, all that good stuff. Going to go over the images. And we're going to have some fun. All right. So let's get it going. Welcome to another episode of The Dual Exchange. I'm your humble host, Michael Edwards. And again, every week I always talk about having a surprise. And like this week, there is another surprise. I have my good friend Traci with us today. How you doing?
Hey, Michael. How are you?
I'm good. And the reason why we have Traci here today is because she has a high sense of fashion. And I just wanted to kind of dabble into her closet and see what she's going to present for us today. So Traci, let's talk about your fashion sense. What kind of like propels you? When I mean a high sense, like if you look at her IG, and her information isn't going to be in the description, and it's in the description of the episode, you will see that she has a very high sense of fashion. Get you inspired when it comes to fashion?
So I started out liking fashion actually as a young girl. I would always, when my mom would go to the grocery store, I would always ask if I could stay at the, what is it called, the point of sales.
Okay.
So I can look at Vogue and Elle.
Okay.
You know, and I would look at those magazines every time we went to the grocery store. And when I got of age to purchase those, I would always buy every issue. If I didn't throw them away, I would have tons of issues of Vogue and Elle.
Okay.
And my fashion came from, back then, I think it was Cindy Crawford.
Okay.
Beverly Johnson.
Okay.
Kate Moss.
Okay.
And it was a couple of course, Tyra Banks was out.
Okay.
And I always wanted to, I'm not going to say I wanted to be like them, but I always make a statement on my page. It said I wanted to be a certain type of woman, and I became that woman.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it was those, looking at those magazines, I always knew I wanted to be fashionable.
Okay.
And looking at those magazines, so that's where it comes from.
Well, your fashion sense brought you to me, and I'm excited about what you're going to be doing with us today. So where can people find you?
At Traci's World on Instagram. That's TRACIZZWORLD, Traci's World. Okay, all right. So we're gonna cut to the break, and then we'll learn a little bit more about you. Okay.
All right, let's get it. So, you know, we get into the intro, we get to know, you know, some different things, and there's more to this segment that I want to talk about a little bit later when I get into my final thoughts, but that was the introduction of us getting to know Traci. And this was what we thought the episode would be. We just thought it would be, hey, we're going to get to know Traci. You know, we're going to, you know, have a good time, capture some images. And we did. But, you know, I like to share with the cinematic scenes with you guys. So let's get into our first cinematic scene of the episode. So that was our first cinematic scene, and that was really cool because, you know, it's always, if you're not used to being in front of the camera, and Traci made it very, very clear. I'm like, I'm not used to this. So the first cinematic scene, when you're like first like working with someone and they're not used to it, it's just like, you know, getting them comfortable with me coming forward and back and panning and coming up, doing different angles to get the shots that I want when it comes. So the first scene is always like a little fill out situation, and then, you know, they get kind of comfortable, and this was our second scene. Hey, peep the music though. Peep the music. I hope you guys are paying attention to the music each week. Each week, I want to make sure that there's no staleness to the show. There has to be music that kind of comes and it grabs you, but it also it kind of maneuvers with all of the scenes that you guys see. So pay attention to the music. So those are our 2 cinematic scenes. Shout out to Traci. Like the second time, you can tell how comfortable she was. We had her in that nice little beam of light coming in, and she nailed it. We had a great time shooting with Traci, and like I said, I'll get a little bit more into what she shares with us a little bit later because I feel like it ties hand in hand with my final thought today. But there's been a new addition to what we do on the show now. Because sometimes, you guys, when it comes to shooting, like sometimes the frame doesn't fit me. I want to make sure that the emphasis is on our models and the emphasis is on everything else but me. And so I introduced a Go Hero Pro 9 to our set and played around with it, and I think it's here to stay. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at what we got with the picture-in-picture effect. All right, let's get our first shot in. Let's put all that weight in that. Nice. I like how you took advantage of the light available. Ooh, okay. Oh man, this is nice. Let me get a full of this. So to get a full, I'm gonna have to go back a little bit farther. Make sure I'm not. Ooh, I like that tuck in. Okay. Hey, bring your eyes to me. Beautiful. Okay. This. Nice. All right, let me get one more. Try to get this full without getting this pot involved in the shot. Nice. Now, can you come again to me? And I kind of want you to kind of put all this on the. There we go. Nice. All right. Nice. And then can I get something where your hand is on the wall? You're kind of like. All right. Beautiful. See how we're getting a bunch of variations of this look? So at the end of the day, Traci has a lot of selections that you can use for her shots. Ooh, let me turn this down just a little bit more. You gotta be careful with light when you're shooting with someone who's wearing a lot of colors because they're wearing white, it's gonna absorb the white that's in the shot. Again, let me have you look towards the light. Open your body towards the light. Nice. Get another full. Give her just a dash more of light, and I think we'll be done. Here we go. Beautiful. All right. Yes. So
we're back here with Traci. So Traci, let's get to know a little bit more about what your page is.
Whoa! I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's get a round of applause for a new segment to our show. Our new segment where we're adding elements to, and we're always about making that magic. We're always about making that magic. All right, so let's get into our images for today, real fast. Okay, hey Sam, hey Tam, how are you? It's funny because I saw your last name first. I was like, hi Tam, how are you doing? Also, hey J Robert, you were way too kind, bro. You were way too kind. All right, so let's get right into our images. Make sure that this is not too overpowering here. All right, so our first image came to us. We were by the tree. The composition was going well, but I decided to move over to the side, and from there Traci took control. It was really nice to have all of these colors that she presented to us, but then there was like a nice yellowish, orangish, blob of tree behind it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna blur that out. I'm gonna just kill it with depth of field, and I'm gonna put a subtle bit of light on her for fill, and it came out perfect. And I talked about how Traci brings to us a classy level. So you have the shawl that's very classy, and then there's a little kind of more post fashion with the print and the dress, and then she keeps it super classy with the blue shoes. I hope y'all are paying attention to what Traci puts together. But yes, first shot came out, boom, she kills it. Second shot, same thing. The whole time that I'm barely talking to her, I just let her know where I'm at and where the light is in relation to her, and she nailed it. She nailed it. Again, it's not often that you see Traci laugh. There are a lot of firsts that were happening here. It's not often that you see her laugh, and she did a lot of laughing on the show, and I was really happy about that. And then she snaps right back into like super diva mode. All right, so second part, we were by Exposed Brick. I like Exposed Brick, and if you've seen the last episode that I did with Bella in the abandoned building, there's Exposed Brick, and we took advantage of that. Again, I like to use Exposed Brick leading to my models. And Traci, you did your thing. You did your thing. Took advantage of using the light, but then she switched it up. She throws on a nice classy leather jacket, and if you guys paid attention in the show, she like maneuvers the jacket from side to side so that you can kind of like see the accent of her hips, the accent of her body, because she's wearing like a form-fitting like cream white dress, and she just, next shot shows you like boom, she keeps it going. And then we shifted over to, this was where my creativity was going out of control. I was like, what if I use the light as the sun? And in my, what if I just had it coming down and then I just dropped into this tier of shrubbery? And this is the shot I came, and she nails it again. Beautiful, beautiful use of working with the lapels of her jacket. And then I used a little bit of empty space above her to get some of the blue sky. I could have got it a little bit bluer, but I just wanted like a light kind of like hue to the sky behind her. But those were our shots with Traci. Traci, you did an amazing job. Thank you for lending your talents to us and getting us right for this episode. So I feel like this is a perfect transition into, let me actually switch my scene here, to getting closer to my final thought. And before I share my final thought, I feel like it's really important to share this part of the show with you. This segment of the show really allows you to see what it is that Traci goes through on a day-to-day. And I feel like it's pertinent, and it goes hand in hand with my final thoughts. So let's take a look at that. Let's check it out. We're back here with Traci. So Traci, let's get to know a little bit more about where your page is and a little bit more in depth about you. So what has inspired your postings?
So in looking at my page, let me just tell you up front that I have a chronic condition. It's called trigeminal neuralgia, and it's the pain of the trigeminal nerves, and your trigeminal nerves are here. Is actually in your skull.
Okay.
And the pain that I experience is behind my eye, in my ear, and in my jaw area. So It's like having an earache, a toothache, and an eye ache all in one time.
Oh my gosh.
So the condition is actually called a suicide disease. And I don't want to get into that too much, but I just want people to know that originally I was going to speak out about that condition, but I do have a strong sense of fashion. So what I like to tell women that actually deal with the disease or deal with any other chronic pain, that there's others, you know, that's out there that deal with it, and you can have it and still look good and put your clothes on and get up every day and move on, you know, with that pain. You know, you may not experience zero pain,
right?
But you still have to function with the pain,
right?
And that's what I try to tell women that follow me. And I'd be surprised. Like every time I speak out about it, there's women with fibromyalgia. There's other women with I forget the name of it, but the pains are similar,
right? And
they get so inspired, you know, by my story, and that's what I do. If I can just reach one person,
right,
then I did my job.
Hey,
you know, I feel like I did my job.
Hey, you doing your job today? I'm trying to fight off the emotion here of you sharing your story, but I appreciate it. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you lending your services today and allowing us to get in a little bit of your drip. And one of the things that kind of strike me is that you have a saying that I want you to share with everybody today.
Yeah, I mean, it's a saying that I have: when in doubt, overdress.
Hey.
You know, and if you go to a function, you're the only one overdressed, don't be concerned. You made that decision. So work with it.
Hey,
you know?
hey, work with it. And today we're going to work with it a little bit too. And we're going to get a little taste of what she brings to us. All right, so thank you for sharing your story. And again, thank you for sharing your talents.
No problem, Michael.
You ready to get that work in?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get it. So I felt like this was pretty pertinent before we get into our final thought. And, you know, got to hit a big band when it comes to the final thought. Let's hear it one more time. Let's hear it one more time. All right. Let's get the music playing. Let's bring it down to where we need to be. And let's talk about our final thought today. Our final thought today is about, let me bring the mic down closer so that I can actually be heard very clearly today. My final thought is about accepting your value. If you paid attention to this clip, I thought it was important to share Traci's story. Traci, from the naked eye, if you look at her, you would say, hey, you know what? This woman is about fashion, and she's about doing this and that, and she's looking for an opportunity to, you know, kind of flex or floss a little bit. But deep and under the caverns of who she is, you find a woman who deals with a circumstance, a disorder that causes her great pain every day. And in that situation, she reminds us that, you know what, you could be in a situation where you accept this, and you allow it to keep you down. She let us know that this condition is often coincides with suicide. But in this situation, she did not let it keep her down. She used her sense of fashion and dressing as a tool for healing, even in the midst of pain, to help her to get through her day. I find that to be a huge rhetoric of triumph and understanding of who she is. She knows that, you know what, this is a condition I have, but the condition that I have will not define my value. She's accepted the value of who she is, and she allows that value to immerse and grow and populate even further. So when you look at her page, and when you look at her story, or when you look at her, you see a woman who triumphs over each day. Every day there is an acceptance of value. And I challenge you guys to accept your value. No matter what it is that you deal with, no matter what you're going through, no matter what is going on, no matter what the circumstances is, if we understand that we accept the value of who we are, we can elevate our value to be more. Where someone can see your light, and someone can see your journey, and someone can see your creativity, and they can flourish. So I thank you, Traci. I thank you so much for allowing your life to be a testimony for this final thought, and a challenge for each and every one of us to accept the value of who we are and to contribute more. Thank you, Traci. All right. Got me all. Whew. I gotta come down. Let's get right into my favorite segment here. Hey guys, if you can't spread love after that, if you can't think about love after that, you got issues. Let this play a little bit. Yes. Hey guys, each week I tell you, you gotta look in the mirror and love the person that who you are. Love and find the value of who you are. And if you understand that premise, if you understand what loving yourself is all about, it makes this part a whole lot easier. Hey. I'm gonna scale back. I'm gonna scale back real fast. I like to give a shout out, and I'm gonna do the shout out in a different way because in this episode, a lot happened. We learned about Traci, but in the midst of getting things ready for the show, I met an individual who said he knew me. Let's check it out. So I'm always talking about surprises, and as I was getting ready to shoot today, I got another surprise. We actually met another photographer who follows the show, and I'd like to introduce him to you guys. Hey, Sean, how you doing, man?
All right, yourself.
All right. So talk about your brand, man.
Man, I've been shooting for 11 years.
Okay.
I mean, really professionally for about, I want to say since 2014. So, shooting right here by this tree or around the area, and I saw you, and I was like, I gotta say something. Let me say something, even if I have to break away from the photo shoot. And when I did, I was like, man, I'm so glad that we were able to meet. Actually, it's through Lupita.
Right. Shout out to Lupita.
Yeah. I mean, she have a way of connecting people.
Right.
But, she had sent me your information and stuff like that, and I started following the page, and I was like, oh, this is something I can stand behind. Even the shooting style is like similar. I'm like,
awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out to our OCF Flash photographers out here. And I just wanted to make sure that I brought Sean on my format. I'm always about letting creatives create and have an opportunity to share different styles. And I had to have you on the show, man.
man, I appreciate you.
Hey, man, so where can people find you?
They can find me at Art Trends. It's art_trends_LLC.
All right.
www.arttrendsllc.com.
All right, so you got all his information. Please check out my guy, Sean, and I appreciate you shouting me out, man. All right, man. Hey, all right. Let's get on with the So I was like, you know what? In the love segment today, I gotta make sure I show the love properly. Yo, this is the first time. Like, literally, Tasha and I, we're getting ready, and Sean walks up on us and he's like, I know you. And we're looking like, what? And he shares a story that he watches the show. He got introduced to us via Lupita. Shout out to Lupita. And it was really cool to actually see that happen. So I wanted to make sure that he's part of the show. And if I see any of you guys, if y'all see me and I'm shooting and please tap me. I will put you on my show ASAP. Hey guys, y'all know what time it is. It's time for us to show some love. Let's get into the comment section and let's get it going. Yeah, I agree 100%. I agree. Hey, I love you guys. Hey. Yo, I don't know about that, bro. But in a little segment there, that I was like, that's really cool. The show is reaching out of the little huddle of my friends here, and I appreciate that. I agree, Natasha. Me and Natasha are like, what? Hey guys, let's get in the comments. Let's show some love. I like to show some love to my bro who was here in DC. It was good to see you, bro. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while, so it was great to see you.
Because I love you. I'm not afraid to shout it. I'm not afraid to shout it.
So I just got a little special delivery from my youngest. It's my new iPhone 12 Max. I'm excited. Looks like I got a little love from my family.
Spread more light, live happy lives. Love, I say spread it more today. Love, I say share it everywhere. Love, and if you have enemies, tell your enemies.
Tell your enemies. That's hard. Tell your enemies. Whoo.
I'm not afraid to shout it.
Hey. each and every week. I am so blessed and honored to be a part of you guys and to be a part of this family of creatives. I think the biggest misconception is people. I'm gonna let the music pause for a second. I'm gonna kick it back in. The biggest misconception is people say, "Well, your show is a photography show," or "No, it's not it's not about that. It's a show about creatives and creatives coming together and sharing stories and sharing opportunities. And in doing so, I get to recognize that you guys are a big deal. Hey." I got my VIP section of it. I see you guys here. Let's get into these comments, guys. Hey. I'm a friend, I'm a big deal. Yeah, we're kind of important. For real. I don't think I'll ever get tired of playing this song on my show. I think the relevance of it is so important. Not only are you a big deal, but I'm not doing this for no fashion or fame. Money or fame or vanity. This one is all about self-worth. Hey. So big up your chest and stand proud and don't matter about nobody, no man no more than no man on this earth. Hey. So whether you walk or you a drive car, I tell you if you're white or black like tar, me feel good in yourself, you're a star. Push up on no one and tell. This the good part. I'm a big deal. Hey. You're my friend, I'm a big deal. You guys are a big deal to me. Thank you for spending your Fridays with me. Thank you for checking out my stuff. A lot of times people say, "Hey, how can I support you?" Hey, you can support by sharing this so someone can come and be a part of this community. Have them to subscribe, which is free. It's free. There is no cost to tell somebody about what we do here and have them click a button. And if you want to get my merch, I make sure that my merch is real cheap. I don't do that expanded stuff. I'm not trying to get a lot of stuff, but it's cool because in a tangible way, I see someone's paying attention to this, or they got a hoodie over there. So yes, you guys are a big deal. Okay, now. Yeah, we're kinda important, very for real. Oh yeah, I'm a big deal. And if y'all know, y'all got a Red Bull Connect too, holla at your boy. All right, guys, we're winding down. I thank you guys for just supporting the show, supporting the Dual Exchange. And if you guys think that there's a story that needs to be told, remember, this is all about. Hey, Ron. Hey, man, a friend of the show. Hey, bro. Hey, you a big deal, bro. This is for you. Don't get fired, bro. Don't get fired. We need those coins so you can buy them sneakers, bruh. But like I was saying, guys, this is a community that is here for you. This is here. If there are stories that you feel need to be told, please bring them into my direction so that I can feature them. I would love to feature shows that you feel are important as well. So hit me up. If you're on my Instagram or if you're on my YouTube, just hit me up on the comments. And if there's a story to be told, I'm there for it. All right, let's finish on a strong note here. Let's finish strong. Here we go. I am blessed. Hey. I am blessed. Hey. Every day. All right, Ron. Hey. 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 That part always gets me. It always gets me. Guys, thank you. If you haven't checked out the episode, check out the episode. If you haven't had a chance to check out Traci and understand her condition, I have all of that for you in the description of the show. Thank you for your time, guys. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Be safe out there. If you're in the DC area, there's a lot going on in the city. Please be safe this weekend. All right? Hey. So when the wicked rise, judgment feed them. For 10 years, me I make it. Someday I had to sit down, but me a tour. Hands up from you, now bow stand. Well, I make me big up, me friend them. Live up your rhythm. Hey guys, take time to create. The time is now.
say me praise God. Straight,
Hey.
make money, money haters, man bad mind. God knows say me love woman.